store. Expanding the definition of law enforcement officer when it comes to carrying certain firearms. That is what a new bill recently introduced in the legislature and what it looks to do, and it's raising eyebrows.
News 4's Joseph Akile is live with more on what the bill says and reaction from those who retired from law enforcement. Tosin.
Well, Morris and Tracy, the bill would classify enhanced handgun carry permit holders as law enforcement officers in certain places. Now, experts say this could be a problem because if you take a look at your screen right now, enhanced handgun permit carry holders have fewer amount of training than Tennessee law enforcement, and that difference is pretty huge. The bill would expand the definition of law enforcement officer to include people who have an enhanced handgun carry permit as long as that permit is not suspended or expired.
So that was my first. There's a huge contrast between the amount of hours of training.
Melvin Brown, retired law enforcement officer, says training is 8 hours for enhanced handgun carry permit. Officers get 12 to 24 weeks at training academy and an additional 40 hours annually.
With that in mind, what if you have to be a sworn law enforcement officer to carry a firearm in a state courthouse? Is this going to expand it to where anyone with 8 hours of training and an enhanced carry permit can carry a loaded firearm into a state courthouse?
The bill would essentially amend a Tennessee code that gives businesses the power to prohibit firearms in their buildings.
So if someone stands up in a theater and starts shooting, I'll ask you, how many people do you want to stand up and start shooting back? One or two off-duty law enforcement officers, or just anybody that had an 8-hour training carry permit.
Brown says his advice to sponsors of the bill: talk to police departments, sheriff's offices, and citizens groups.
And they merge all those ideas together. They may come up with a bill that doesn't do more harm than good. But without that input, we may very well end up with a final product that can do more harm than good.